welcome to Katrinas Creations. Today is episode 412, and yes, I've got a sinus thing going on. If you saw yesterday's video, yeah, we were in a plane, which is basically a flying petri dish, so my daughter and I both have this sinus thing, and Dave already had the sinus thing, so yeah, it's going around. I did have to laugh about yesterday's video because when I posted the pictures, here I have flying stuff, us flying and traveling, and right next to it says Meet the Maker. Probably not the best choice. So anyway, we might be changing the title of that one. So anyway, let's get started. I have a couple of finished objects. First I finished the little sweater for the puppet. This was from my former workplace. I worked in a library and we did puppet shows. And so they asked me to make a second sweater. So this is modeled on the first sweater. It's identical, just a little bit different shade of red. I did have to add a little bit of white here. This is the same on the other sweater, but this I had to because I was playing yarn chicken. I literally went all the way down to the last of my red yarn. So, but there it is. It's all finished and ready to give back to my supervisor so they can use it with the next puppet program, which I'm assuming is going to be Valentine's Day related. So I have that finished object, and then while I was traveling, I brought my crochet to work on dishcloths for my granddaughter, and I finished 3, 4, 5 dishcloths. So all total, she has a total of 8, which will be perfect, one for each day of the week. So I have 2 that are solid green, and then I have 2 that are this variegated color, which also incorporates that green color in it. So I have 2 of those, and then I had enough left that I was able to stripe the 2 colors together. So she has a total of 8 dishcloths. So those are my finished objects. Let me show you what I have that are my works in progress. My first is, once again, the throw that I'm working for my granddaughter. And you can see my stitch marker, which is a little teacup actually. There you can see it. I bought that at the Maryland Sheep and Wool Festival. I should have bought 2 of them. I could have used them for earrings. And speaking of tea, I've been drinking a lot because of this sinus thing going on. And Kim dropped off some, she had emailed me and said, hey, I've got some extra tea bags. Are you interested? She was cleaning out some of her stash. And I was like, yes, please, because you know how much I like tea. So I've been thoroughly enjoying them. I had one last night that was lemon glazed cake flavor, something like that. It was very tasty. So thank you, Kim. I have been using it. So here is the throw that I've been working on for my granddaughter. Like I said, you can see where I was last week. Because of being gone, I did not get as much done as I would have liked to this week. But there it is. And this is, I believe it's called Lydia's Baby Cables, and it was from a Debbie Maycomer book. The pattern wasn't from Debbie Maycomer, but it was in a Debbie Maycomer group of patterns that were put together for the shop on Blossom Street. So I have that, and then I started on my scrap along project. We'll be talking more about that in a minute. Here's my ball of scrap leftovers, and I started out, I decided I was going to make a capelet. So I started out making it where I was just doing the increases on the shoulders because I don't like poncho things that go down like at a point because they always end up hanging down too long. I like the ones that are more, you know, flat across the front or straight across the front. So I started just doing my increases at my shoulders, and then partway in I realized that probably wasn't going to work. It was probably going to make it pucker and lift up. I'll stick a picture in of what it looked like before I ripped it apart. So instead, I did this. We have a square donut hole. Anyway, my thought is it'll go like this. It'll be straight across the bottom as it grows, but it also incorporates enough for my arm so I'm not like in a straitjacket, because a crocheted straitjacket would be bad. So anyway, so that is the plans for that. Like I said, this, oops, I've got it attached. This is part of the scrap along. We have a make along running on the channel. It is knit, crochet, or Tunisian crochet. Anything you're doing with yarn, weaving, anything like that. The only requirements are it needs to be from leftover yarn. It can be mini skeins, or it can be just leftover mini whatevers you've got leftovers. You can use whole skeins included with it, but it's some portion of the project needs to have mini skeins or leftover yarns. So that's the only requirement. If you would like to enter, there will be a prize involved. It's going to run until the end of February. To enter, you just need to send me an email at KatrinasCreations@yahoo.com. Let me know your name and show me a picture of your project. Those will all be entered in, and then at the end of February we will have a little video showing everybody's projects, and I will choose a winner from those projects. So again, that is called the Scrap Along, and it will be running until the end of February. So we already have a couple of entries in there. So yeah, if you are interested, please participate. So that's what I've been working on this week. What have you been working on? So what am I reading? Well, I finished the Murder, She Wrote Killer Christmas, which I always like the Murder, She Wrote books. You know, they're enjoyable. So finished that one. It was a pretty quick read. I'm now listening to Herringbone Harbor Mystery, which is by Sally Goldenbaum, and it is part of the Seaside Knitters Cozy Mystery series. I started listening to A Twisted Skein, which is one I talked about last week, and partway into it I realized that, like within the first paragraph or so, I realized I had read it already, which I thought I had. I thought it sounded familiar, and sure enough I had. So I deleted that from my little digital library, and so now I'm on to the Herringbone Harbor Mystery by Sally Goldenbaum. And one of you also recommended another series for me to check out about campers, camper and... I'll put it down here what it was called. It's a series. So anyway, yes, I went and checked that out, and it turns out my library has a whole bunch of audiobooks for that whole series. So that will be my next book to listen to. I went and researched which one was the first in the series. So I'm going to be starting on that. So thank you for that recommendation. So now it is time to find out who the winner of this skein of yarn is. We had 31 entries. I used random comment picker, and the winner was Eudaimonia, which is Jocelyn. So yes. So there you go. Congratulations, Jocelyn. Let me know your address. I know what state you live in, and I know what town, because you and I have talked before, but I don't know your exact address. So if you could let me know, I will get this out to you this week. So congratulations. Jocelyn and I jokingly say that we're the only two people that own a Katrinas Creations mug, because years ago I had a series of little, teacup mugs that say Katrinas Creations. She's the only one that bought one. So she and I are the only ones that have Katrinas Creations mugs. So anyway, yeah. So Jocelyn also has a Facebook page where she is having a read-along. So if you are interested, I will put a link down below to her Facebook page if you're interested in going over and checking it out. She also has a website as well, but I think you can find everything from the Facebook page. So I will put a link down below if you're interested in that. So now it's time for... So all of the links to the sales that I'm going to be talking about are down below in the description box. Just click the bold word more. It'll open up and they're all listed alphabetically. So let's get started. Lovecrafts is still having their big January sale. They have added some extra items into their big January sale, and it is up to 50% off. So yeah, worth checking out. I'm not sure what new things they added in there, but I saw that they said they were adding new things into the lineup. They also are offering, if you like West Yorkshire Spinners yarn, they have it right now for 15% off. So that is Lovecrafts. Then there is Lion Brand. Lion Brand, it's sweater weather or blanket weather. So they are doing if you buy 6 skeins or 3 skeins of yarn, you get 25% off with the coupon code BMSM25. If you buy 6 skeins of yarn or more, you get 30% off and use the coupon code BMSM30. And then if you get 12 balls of yarn or more, you get 35% off. And that coupon code is BMSM35. And I think that just runs through Sunday, if I remember rightly. Now, be watching for a little video from me, one of my little sales videos, because Lion Brand has a sale coming up next week. I forget which date. I keep thinking it's the 21st, 22nd, somewhere around there. Somewhere in that ballpark, they have a sale coming up that's going to be up to 70% off. So they have a really good sale coming up. That as an affiliate, they tell me ahead of time what some of the sales are, so I know there's a good one coming up. So just be watching for that little video. Let's see, Mary Maxim, they have some of their clearance yarns on sale. I mean, they're already on sale because they're clearance, but yeah, they've got more. So that is Mary Maxim. And lastly, we have Knit Picks, which is offering 30% off of their red, white, and pink yarns. Their yarn of the month is Hawthorn, which is very nice yarn. I've used it before. So some of it kind of looks hand speckled. Yeah, it's nice yarn. So that is 20% off. So those are the sales that I know about. Make sure you watch for the 70%, up to 70% off the video that's going to be coming later in the week. And Friday's video is going to be another Meet the Maker, or we might be changing it to Getting to Know You videos. So there will be one of those coming up, as well as something else on Friday, which I'm not sure. It's a toss-up. I've had a couple of you ask me to, one of you asked me to do a tutorial on how to do short rows, and someone else asked me to do a tutorial on how Kim and I find our craft fairs that we sell things at. So Kim's a little better at it than I am. But anyway, yeah, so it'll be one of those things. Plus you get to meet one of you that are one of our viewers. So if you would like to participate in that, in the Meet the Maker Soon to Become Getting to Know You segment, you can email me at KatrinasCreations@yahoo.com, and I will send you the information. It's 10 questions to answer that are all fiber related or whatever you would like to tell us about yourself. And then you just send us some pictures. So yeah, if you'd like to participate, contact me over at my email address and I will get those questionnaires out to you. So that's it for this week. I will see you again on Friday. And like I said, watch for the video for the sales that are coming up. So thanks again. See you later. Bye, everybody.